the unit third, forced oscillation. So in this forced oscillation, first we see the idea of forced oscillation, second free damped oscillation, forced oscillations, resonance, and the different type of resonance. In this different type of resonance, first we see the mechanical resonance, that is known as Barton's pendulum. Just a minute, I will shift here my photo. Next one is acoustic resonance, electrical resonance, optical resonance, nuclear resonance, and nuclear magnetic resonance. So these are the different types of resonance that we see in this first part, that is the unit third, forced oscillations. Okay, now next, first point, that is known as the idea of forced oscillations. So what is meant by forced oscillations? In case of free oscillations, the oscillating system or body has spent energy to continuous in order to overcome the damping force, such as friction, viscous resistance of the surrounding medium. Means, suppose here we consider that one pendulum and it is attached with one rope or thread. So it will vibrate like this. The pendulum will oscillate like this. So such type of oscillation means first we displace from its mean position, and when we release it will move like this. अशा पद्धतीनं तो जो pendulum आहे, that pendulum will oscillate. Okay. So such type of oscillations, they are known as free oscillation. But such type of oscillation, it will come to rest due to the two things. First thing, it is known as damping force, friction, viscous resistance of the surrounding medium. Means if it is air medium, that air medium, it will also work like a resist, and therefore it will to overcome that resistance, the pendulum will spend some energy, and therefore its oscillation will reduces and the amplitude will reduces. Second one, as a result of amplitude, oscillation decreases continuously and finally the system stop oscillating. So this will happen in free oscillations. The body which set into free oscillation oscillate with its own frequency. This frequency is called natural frequency of the body. म्हणजे जो पेंडुलम आहे in free oscillation, it will vibrate with natural frequency, so that its own frequency by which it will oscillate. Such type of frequency, it is known as natural frequency. Okay, next part, next slide. If some external periodic force is applied to a system, then it oscillates continuously with constant amplitude. Suppose we consider the example of swing or zoka, we say that example. To get a constant amplitude, what we do? We apply force from back side, and therefore the pendulum will vibrate with constant oscillation. Means its amplitude will remain constant. So such type of thing, it is known as forced oscillation. Now we see what is meant by forced oscillation. Such oscillation or vibration of the system or body under the influence of the some external periodic force is called as forced oscillation. Means in case of our swing, we apply continuously external forces apply on that swing, and therefore it will oscillate with constant amplitude. If we not apply external force, it will like this oscillate slowly, its amplitude will remain less and less, and finally it will stop. So to does not reduce that amplitude कमी होऊ नये म्हणून आपण काय करतो, some external force is applied by the person which is behind the swing, and therefore such type of oscillation, it is known as forced oscillation. Some examples are string of violin, diaphragm of loudspeaker, merry-go-round. These are some examples by which we say that where we apply the or example of forced oscillation, where we apply external force, and therefore due to that the string of violin will vibrate, the diaphragm of loudspeaker it will continuous vibrate to and fro, or merry-go-round. Merry-go-round, all of you know that. पाळणा म्हणतो आपण त्याला, एखाद्या आपल्या ह्याच्यात असतो, काय म्हणतात त्याला, एक धरणगावला जर आपण पाहिला असेल तर we say that any type of big bazaar, we say that, or एखादा हे असतो, we say that. Okay, after application of periodic force, initially the oscillator oscillate in a complicated manner with frequency neither equal to its natural frequency or nor equal to frequency of driving force. Okay, means when we apply the external force, due to that external force, we say that when we apply the external force, that due to that external force, okay, here it is. Okay, due to that external force, the frequency is not natural frequency or nor the periodic frequency, or we say that the force apply on it. So such type of frequency it is known as complicated frequency. After some time the oscillator oscillate with the frequency of the driving force. The frequency of external periodic force is called forced frequency or driving frequency. The amplitude of force or oscillation depends upon the difference between the natural frequency of the oscillator and the frequency of applied periodic force. When the difference is large, amplitude is small, and vice versa. Means every time we apply force, and therefore the pendulum or the swing it will oscillate, and amplitude of the force or oscillate depend upon the difference between the natural frequency and the oscillator and the frequency applied force. If both are equal, then we say that it is resonance. When difference is large, amplitude is small, or vice versa. When the difference is zero, the amplitude is maximum. This is called resonance. So the forced oscillation is a one type of example of resonance. We say that this is one important thing for MCQ. Okay, comparison between damped and forced oscillation. So now we consider the damped oscillation. Damped oscillation means we cannot apply the external periodic force on it, and forced oscillation we continuous apply the external force. So what is the comparison, or what is the difference between these two forces? Free damped oscillations, amplitude decay exponentially with time. So here amplitude decay means if we start from this point and the pendulum will oscillate like this, for next oscillation it will come up to this, for next oscillation it will come up to this, for next oscillation again its amplitude reduces. So like this continuously its amplitude reduces. So such type of thing it is known as amplitude decay. means amplitude मध्ये amplitude कमी होत जाणे, or the amplitude for after each oscillation the amplitude reduces. It is known as amplitude decay. External driving force is absent, means we cannot apply the external force on this in this case free damped oscillation. In this case we cannot apply the external force. Frequency depends upon mass, coefficient of damping, or force constant. So these are the thing on which the frequencies depend. First thing is mass, coefficient of damping, and force constant. So these are few things which are very important for in free damped oscillation. Rate of dissipation energy is proportional to the energy at that instant. Means how much energy we apply at that particular time or at that particular point. This is known as rate of dissipation of energy. In forced oscillation, amplitude remains constant. Here in forced oscillation, if we suppose that the amplitude of the swing is like this, for after each oscillation the amplitude will like this only, from left to right, right to left, means there is no reduce in amplitude. In first case the amplitude reduces like this, After each oscillation the amplitude will reduces, means there is decay in amplitude. But in case of forced oscillation the amplitude will constant, there is no reduce or decrease in amplitude, so we say that the amplitude is constant. External driving force is required to maintain the oscillation. The force which is applied externally, it will maintain the oscillations. Frequency is equal to frequency of driving force. The means driving frequency is equal to natural frequency, here we say that, and therefore its amplitude will remain constant. The rate of dissipation energy is equal to rate of supply of energy at that instance, means how much energy is utilized or dissipate. The same amount of energy is applied by external force every time, and therefore the amplitude will remain constant. Now next point, resonance. All of you know resonance, the resonance of tube. We have done the practical. Resonance is a special case of forced oscillation. Okay, this is one important point. Resonance is a special of case of dash oscillation. So forced oscillation, we say that the resonance is the special case of forced oscillation. If the frequency of external periodic force is equal to natural frequency of oscillator, then the oscillator oscillates with maximum amplitude. So we say that the oscillator is oscillate with maximum amplitude. Why? Because external force every time we apply it. This phenomena is called resonance. Such oscillations are called resonant oscillations, and the oscillator is called resonant oscillators. The energy of resonant oscillation is maximum. The difference between the resonance are different type of resonance are mechanical resonance, acoustic resonance, electrical resonance, optical resonance, nuclear resonance, nuclear magnetic resonance. Mechanical resonance means anything if we happen mechanically, then it is known as mechanical resonance. That is Barton's pendulum is one example, or Ketter's pendulum is also one of the example of that we done in second year. We done this practical in second sem, that the simple pendulum and mechanical pendulum, the example of this mechanical resonance. This is one of the example of mechanical resonance. Acoustic resonance means apply resonance tube. Electrical resonance, here we say that the example of LCR circuit is electrical resonance. Optical resonance is not in practical nuclear resonance and nuclear magnetic resonance. This we apply in the research area, nuclear magnetic resonance, or in short it is known as NMR. Mechanical resonance. A child swing a natural frequency of its own. If the swing is subjected to pushing force of frequency of equal to natural frequency of the swing, then it sets into resonant oscillation of the large amplitude. Example is Barton's pendulum. Barton pendulum is an example of mechanical resonance. It consists of a large long string AB stretched between two rigid supports. Barton's pendulum. It is shown in figure. A heavy pendulum of length L is suspended from a string AB. Another four light pendulums O1, O1P1, O2P2, O3P3 and O4P4 are suspended from the same string AB. If the heavy pendulum OP into oscillate, it exert a periodic force of remaining pendulum. Therefore, the pendulum execute forced oscillation of the same frequency as that of OP. Each less pendulum has different amplitude of oscillation, means the length of pendulum is less, then has different amplitude oscillations. As length O3P3 is same as that of OP, is set into resonant oscillation, that it oscillate with maximum amplitude. Here we keep it so it will oscillate with maximum amplitude. Next one is acoustic resonance. In resonance tube experiment, the length of the air column is so adjusted that The natural frequency is equal to the frequency of vibrating tuning fork held to open end of the tube. As a result of this, the adjustment resonance takes place. Column vibrate with maximum amplitude and the maximum amplitude sound is emitted. Electrical resonance. In radio set, LCR circuit act as a tuning circuit. The LCR circuit is a frequency determining network. For varying the value of L or C, the frequency of the tuning circuit means frequency of the radio set can be changed. All broadcasting stations spread their program with their own special assigned frequency from their own transmitter. If we want to hear certain program, the broadcasted by any particular radio station, example Jalgaon, Akashvani, Vividh Bharati, etc., we have to vary the frequency of tuning circuit to our radio set so to become equal to the assigned frequency of a desired broadcasting radio station. Means we can adjust if you have seen the radio, then we can, there are different tuning button is there. By adjusting that tuning button means we can adjust the frequency and therefore we can hear the sound of that particular station easily without any disturbance. When a frequency of tuning circuit becomes equal to the assigned frequency of a desired broadcasting radio station, electrical resonance occur, and in the tuning circuit the maximum amplitude electrical resonance of the assigned frequencies of desired radio station are produced. This is called tuning of our radio set with the desired broadcasting radio station. Thus, we can hear the program broadcasted by the desired radio station. Optical resonance principle: the atoms or molecules of a vapor may be excited by the absorption of electromagnetic radiation of suitable frequency. The spontaneous return of the atom of the molecule from excited state to the fundamental state of accompanied by emission of radiation. If the emission transition from energy level Q to energy level P, that is Q to P, is inverse of absorption transition from energy level P to energy level Q, then the phenomena is called optical absorption. Means if any level, there are two energy levels are there of emission transition, if any object is or atom, we say that it absorb energy and it will go to the higher energy state, then such type of atom it will come to again downside with the help of by emitting energy. Means by absorbing energy it will go to higher state, and by emitting energy again it will come to the lower state. So such type, when it will emit energy, it is known as emission of radiation, and when it absorb energy in the form of photon, it is known as optical absorption. In other words, if the same atomic level are involved in both absorption and emission transition, then it is called optical resonance. Sodium vapor lamp gives a monochromatic orange yellow light because of such type of optical resonance occur in it. A sodium vapor lamp is a gas discharge lamp that uses sodium in an excited state of periodic light. There are two variants of such lamps, low pressure and high pressure. Low pressure sodium lamps are very high efficient for electrical light sources. They are used mainly for outdoor lighting, means street lights. For that such type of outdoor lightings, we use this low pressure sodium lamp because it is highly efficient electric light sources, such as street lights and security lightings, where we need more light at the night. So such type of thing where we use low pressure. Absorption transition. Now only I say that here is P level, here is Q level, energy level. So here the atom or object, it will absorb photon and it will go to the higher energy state, and then it will come to the down state. So like this process, by absorbing photon, it will go to the higher energy state, it is known as absorption transition, and again it will emit photon and it will come to the downside, it is known as emission transition. The sodium vapor lamp consists of U-shaped inner glass tube filled with mixture of neon and argon gases at a pressure of 10 mm. It also consists of some quantity of solid sodium. The two oxide coated electrodes are sealed into the tubes at that ends used to start gas discharge. The tube is enclosed in outer double-walled vacuum enclosure to maintain the required temperature. With the lamp, the first started, it emit dim red pink light. So this is the bulb. It is known as sodium vapor lamp. So such type of sodium vapor lamp, it is also present in our optical lab. When we start our practicals, I will demonstrate it. So this, when we start or switch on the lamp, initially it is red pink light and finally it will glow, means the it will emit the radiations. It is due to heating mixture of neon and argon gas. It warms the sodium metal in solid form, and within a few minutes, when the temperature reaches up to the 300 degrees Celsius, the sodium vaporizes. Here the heat the gas mixture force the sodium metal to vaporize. It atoms then excited to higher state absorption. Transition from lower energy P to energy level Q, P tends to Q. After some lifetime, the atoms return to its original state. Emission transition from energy level Q to energy level P, that is Q to P, emitting yellow light of wavelength 589.3 nanometer. The optical resonance phenomena in sodium vapor light, actually there are two overlapping resonances at 589 nanometer and 589.3 nanometer. This 5893 nanometer is average, here we say that 6, and 5893 nanometer is average wavelength of overlapping resonance. This emitted yellow light is sensitive for human eye, hence sodium vapor lamp can be used as a light source for outdoor lighting. Because of sharp wavelength 589.3 nanometer, it can use to monochromatic source of light in optical experiment. Nuclear resonance. Some elements normally non-radioactive can be made from radioactive by bombarding their nucleus with beam of high energy particles. When the bombarding particles have a particular energy, the intensity of radiation is maximum. This is due to the phenomena of resonance is called nuclear resonance. Nuclear magnetic resonance. An atomic nucleus possesses magnetic properties. Such a magnetic properties are studied with a special technique of nuclear magnetic resonance. In short, it is known as NMR. Okay, thank you.